Today, we're going to walk through a really simple but incredibly powerful three-step technique for hitting the reset button when that feeling of sudden anxiety or panic kicks in. Think of it as a tool you can use anytime, anywhere to get your sense of calm back on track.
You know that feeling, right? Your heart starts hammering, your thoughts just spiral out of control, and it literally feels like your whole system, your body and your mind, is just short-circuiting. It's that intense feeling of, well, losing your grip.
So, in those moments, what you really need isn't some complicated, long winded strategy. You need a simple, immediate reset button. Something that just cuts right through all that noise and brings you back to a stable place, and fast. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. It's called the Panic Reset Protocol, and it's a structured, reliable strategy that's designed for one thing: to restore your internal stability when you feel like it's starting to slip away. You know, the best part about this whole thing is how simple it is. It's just a three-part technique that brilliantly combines the physical, your breath, with the mental, your awareness, and the cognitive, your thoughts. And each part just builds perfectly on the last one. Okay, so let's dive right in with the first and honestly the most crucial step. It's all about your breath. This is where you start to physically take back control. The technique is called 3-6 breathing. Super simple. You breathe in through your nose nice and slow for a count of 3, and then you breathe out even slower for a count of 6. The real magic here is that long, controlled exhale. Now, why does this work? It's pretty fascinating, actually. This is called respiratory control. When you deliberately make your exhale twice as long as your inhale, you are sending a direct biological signal to your nervous system, to that fight or flight response, to just stand down. You're basically telling your body, hey, the danger's gone, it's safe to chill out now. And you're gonna wanna do this 10 times, 10 full cycles of breathing in for 3 and out for 6. That repetition is what really lets that calming signal sink in and take hold. Okay, on to step 2, which you do while you're doing that breathing exercise. This part is all about pulling your focus out of those spiraling thoughts and anchoring you right here in the present moment. So, as you keep up with that 3-6 breathing, your next job is to just look around and mentally name 5 neutral things. Now, that word neutral is absolutely key. You want to pick things that don't have any real emotional baggage attached to them. So you just let your eyes wander and start naming what you see. Something simple like, okay, 1, the wall clock. 2, the green mug on the table. 3, the floor lamp over there in the corner. 4, the blue pen next to my notebook. And 5, the wooden desk itself. See? Just by naming those 5 boring, everyday objects, you've actively yanked your brain out of that panic spiral and grounded it in something solid and real. What you just did there, that's called sensory grounding. And it is so effective because it literally interrupts those anxious thought loops that fuel panic. You're forcing your attention away from all that internal chaos and onto the steady, physical reality of your surroundings. It's a total game changer. All right, now for the final piece of the protocol. So we've calmed the body with our breath, we've grounded the mind with observation. This last step is a powerful little trick to reframe the actual thoughts that are driving the panic. So while you're still breathing, still grounded, you just silently repeat this simple, powerful mantra to yourself. This is panic, it passes. This is what's known as cognitive reframing. And let's just break down why this is so smart. The first part, this is panic, simply labels the experience. You're not judging it, you're not fighting it, you're just naming it. Then the second part, it passes, reminds you of a fundamental truth. Feelings of panic don't last forever. That little phrase robs the feeling of its power and reminds you that you're going to be okay. So now let's put it all together, because the real power here is how these 3 simple steps flow together into one seamless sequence that you can use in an instant. And here it is, the whole shebang. Step 1, breathe. In for 3, out for 6. Do that 10 times to calm your body. Step 2, observe. While you're breathing, name 5 neutral things you can see to ground your mind. And step 3, remind. Silently repeat that mantra. This is panic, it passes, to reframe your thoughts. Breath, observation, and thought, all working together. And that's really it. Once you get this sequence down, you're not just learning a trick, you're actually building a skill for taking care of yourself. You now have a super fast, super reliable way to restore your own sense of stability whenever you might need it. It kind of leaves you with this really empowering idea, doesn't it? Panic can make you feel so powerless. But what if you're not? What if you already have the key to reset your own system right inside you right now?